my name's Rik, okay? My name's Rik, okay? And I've got a couple of, this is a bloody waste of time. I've got a couple of poems here. I don't know if any of you are into poetry. Right, yeah, well, if you're not into poetry, then you've come to the wrong place. Right. Pardon? Right, normally pretty angry poems. And the first poem is one of my angriest of all, and it's called Theatre. Right, that's got him. Theatre, why are you, theatre? Whenever I'm near to the theatre, shut up. Whenever I'm near to the theatre, I ask myself this question. I don't know. Perhaps I should ask Vanessa Redgraves, but I don't know Vanessa Redgraves, and neither do you, theatre. Now we're talking. Theatre, why are you theatre? Huh? Yeah. Whenever I meet a friend in the theatre, shut up. I ask him this question with my eyes. He sighs, and he replies like all the other guys. I don't know, ask Vanessa Redgraves. But I don't know Vanessa Redgraves, and neither do you, theatre. Yeah, total. Theatre, are you theatre? Whenever I carry my spear to the theatre to do Hamlet, I ask this question. And it says nothing, except, I don't know, ask Vanessa Redgraves. But I don't know Vanessa Redgraves, and neither do you, theatre, or do you? Don't clap. So hypocritical. Right, I've got time for one more, right? This is an angry love poem that I've written, and it's called Vanessa. Shut up. Vanessa, I don't see anything funny about that. Right. Do you want to come down here and read a poem? Didn't think so. Do I love you, Vanessa, Vanessa, Vanessa? Vanessa, do you love me? Vanessa, you've made a messer of my life. Vanessa, well, where do I find the key? Whenever I see the tulips, the tulips, the tulips, I think of your two lips, two lips, two lips. Except they are yellow. Well, except they are not yellow. But at least they are two lips, and not three. Vanessa, I will go to my grave with a bleeding heart, but at least it will be a red grave. Or will it? Yeah, ta. Fine, I hope you learned something. This next poem is by the character Rik from The Young Ones. Oh, Cliff, sometimes it must be difficult not to feel as if you really are a cliff. When fascists keep trying to push you over it, are they the lemmings, or are you Cliff? Or are you Cliff? And this is Rik Mayall's performance as Rik on Wogan, performing a poem called Thatcher. Right here. Hi, my name's Rik. What What's so funny? What's going on? What is it? What's going on? Oh, you're a pretty nutty bunch, aren't you? I'm pretty nutty as well. I don't care what I do. I broke a teacup in the dressing room just now. Just like that. I mean, it was an accident, but I didn't report it or anything. I'm just mad. Knowing me is a bit like being on the road with the Who, actually. In fact, one of my friends said that to me the other day. He said, "Hey Rick, knowing you is a bit like being on the road with the Who, isn't it?" And I said, "Who? The Who?" Straight off the top of my head, I hadn't planned to say it or anything. I'm mad, I just don't care. Mad. Can you see all right at the back? Yeah. Well, what are you doing wearing glasses then? Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because it was dead. No, we're all potty. I'm potty and all my friends are potty as well. In fact, the other night, right, we were all in the pub together. Well, actually, I was in a different pub because they told me the wrong pub to go to as a joke. And yeah, it's true. And but I found out where they was because I went to Timmy's house and I paid his mother to tell me where they were. And I went along, and as soon as I got there, they said, "Oh God, it's Rick. We're all going to a party and you're not invited." And they all ran away. Just like that, and I chased after them and they jumped onto a bus and I couldn't quite catch up, and I was running alongside the bus and they were throwing cans of lager at my head and swearing and everything and telling that nobody liked me and that it was brilliant. And then I chased them for about 5 miles and we got to the house where the party was, and it was my house. And they said, "You're still not invited," and they went in and smashed it all to pieces and I had to pay. It was brilliant. We do loads of jokes like that all the time anyway. Anyway, simmer down because tonight Rachel Welch and I and me have been asked to come along and talk about teen beauty. What? Yeah, well, you'd have spots if you weren't such a square. Kids have spots and kids are great. Yeah. Jay Tavara had spots. And Ian Botham's got spots. Yes, look. He just covers them up, that's all. A bit of makeup. Lyndon had a great big spot on the end of his nose, just there. And as for Trotsky, Trot the Spot they used to call him, he had a face like rhubarb and custard. I wasn't going to do this, but seeing as you're such fascists, seeing as you're all such fascists, as a special treat, I'm going to bring down a steak tonight. And that's why I've written a poem, pretty heavy poem actually. And look, can you shut up please? It's easy to laugh, isn't it? Shut up. It's an angry poem I've written and it's called Thatcher. And I'm working on it at the moment. Thatcher! That's about as far as I've got with it at the moment. Oh, shut up. Lastly tonight, I'd like to recite the whole of my last novel, which is called Cliff Richard, 1,000 Glorious Years. Yes, Terry? Sorry, Terry. Oh my God, my back. This next poem is from Filthy Rich and Catflap. Oh, here comes. This next poem is by Rik Mayall in his performance of Filthy Rich and Catflap with Adrian Edmondson and Nigel Planer. And this poem that he is performing in here is called Good Morning. Morning has broken like the first morning. I am still sexy, thank God for me. The morning, How glad I am that I am always spared regular lovers, because of course by sleeping alone, I get me all to myself. And I always know I'm going to wake up with the most attractive person in the world. Oh. Morning, Eddie. That's it, that's all the poems. Morning has come.